evening, everybody, and welcome to Nights on the Sofa. As you will see, Vic's already on. It's just the two of us this evening. We are expecting Bobby Wilkinson on from Supermarine, but he's just on his way back from holiday, so he's going to dial in as soon as he can. So it might be about 7:45, but just his views on Saturday, our first friendly of the pre-season. So, Vic, over to you.
Yeah, you might have noticed the badges of the people that we're playing in pre-season. It might be worth just going through who we are playing. On the 4th of July, this forthcoming Saturday, of course, it is Swindon Supermarine. Don't forget, that's a midday kickoff at the Imagine Cruising Stadium. And then on the 10th, Swindon are in Spain, and they're playing Club Costa. That's the 10th of July. The 14th, they're away to Chippenham Town. That's a 7:30. The 18th of July, there's a behind-the-closed-doors friendly against Crystal Palace. The 25th of July, it's Swindon Town versus Bristol City. That's a 1 o'clock kickoff. The 28th of July is Swindon against Leyton Orient. That is a 7 p.m. kickoff on a Tuesday. And then the final pre-season friendly before we start with an away League Cup tie at Cardiff City. You might have noticed their stadium as well. Is Forest Green away. That's a 3 p.m. kickoff on the Saturday. The League Cup starts before the league season this year. You might also have noticed Matty Virtue. He's been released by Fleetwood. He's been signed by Swindon, a 5'9" midfield player. 244 appearances with 25 goals in his career. Liverpool, Notts County, Blackpool, Lincoln and Fleetwood are now Swindon Town. So 3 signings so far. We've had Mitch Clark and we've had Stephen Negro. So, Chris, there are pieces of business being done.
There certainly are. This Matty Virtue looks a good signing, actually. Everybody's had good things to say about him in his previous on comments that we've had that I've seen on Facebook and Twitter and X. Sorry. So look forward to seeing what he can do. So,
yeah, they'll get an early run out, of course, on Saturday because they went back to pre-season training today, so they've only got a week.
They did.
A week to get in, so a lot of work to do. Yeah, and then I think they immediately fly to Spain straight after the game at the Imagine Cruising Stadium. Now, I keep saying the Imagine Cruising Stadium because we have got a pair of tickets for Saturday's game to give away, basically. Now, what we didn't want to do was just allow it to be copied and pasted, did we? We thought we'd do it a bit devious this time. So it's email, please. Is that right?
Yeah, you can email in. I'll put the banner up to what it is, but it's admin@stfc-osc.com. So just email in the answer, and then if you can, I don't know, if you want to do it, what should we say, Vic, by the end of the show, or should we do it at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning?
We'll do it tomorrow morning, and then because then it will give you a yeah.
So by 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, and then we'll announce the winner on socials. It will be random. What I do is I have all the people who've entered, and I allocate them a number, and then we do a random generator on that number. So we can do that on socials tomorrow. So that's 2 tickets for Saturday's game. And the reason is we are sponsoring the game on Saturday, which is our usual pre-season game to sponsor. So we will be sponsoring it. So hopefully see you all there on Saturday.
Yeah, so basically what you want to know, and there are various ways of finding this out. So, it's not the most difficult question in the world. It is now called the Imagine Cruising Stadium. It's been the Webswood Stadium for a long time. So the Imagine Cruising Stadium, which is Swindon Supermarine's ground. What is the capacity of the Imagine Cruising Stadium? And I've got to be very careful I don't read the figure out at the same time. So we'd like to know. That. Just email in the answer, and we'll do what was said by Chris. We'll pick it out with a random number generator tomorrow morning, and we'll let you know on socials. Pair of tickets up for grabs for that friendly on Saturday between Swindon Supermarine and Swindon Town. And Bobby Wilkinson, bless him, we should say, returned to this country from a holiday literally an hour ago. He's driving home and then will join us tonight. So we're eternally grateful to Bobby Wilkinson. How many people would do that, Chris? Would many
Not
of it?
Not many. So fair play to him.
Yeah,
Let's
fair
hope
play.
he's not stuck in traffic anywhere or anything, but we will forgive him if he is. So,
Yes, we will. But
so
if you
just
don't do,
another
yeah, go on.
couple of bits. Sorry. So
Yeah.
pre-season for us is quite busy. So we're getting all the memberships, matchday draw subscriptions and things ready. So matchday draw subscription is live in our shop. So if you want to do a subscription, so that's you can buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tickets, and they automatically go in the draw on a match day, so you don't have to go out and buy one. So we can do that. So just email in if you want one, or go to the shop. That's still open. So of course that's £23, £1 for each game, and multiples of that. So we do that. With that, what you get is you get the draw every bi-monthly throughout the season. We take all the subscribers, pick a name, and they will get £100. So there's some incentive there. Also, twice a year, we do a draw to join us in hospitality at the club for one of the games. We're either match day sponsor or captain sponsor or match ball sponsor. We haven't done our hospitality packages yet. So there's a couple of incentives to do it that way as well. So, and you haven't got to remember to bring your money or find a seller on the day. You can do it up front. Membership, again, is open at the beginning of the month. We are having a few problems with payment terms at the moment with it. It can only take PayPal, which Carol has just said. No, we haven't resolved it. What we might have to do is, if you can't pay by PayPal, but you can do a bank transfer, email us in and we'll send you the bank transfer details. We think that's the ideal one, just to tide us over until we can get it sorted on the system. So membership, as we said, it's a bit changing this year. Last year, well, for the last couple of years, all season ticket holders have automatically become members. We are changing that this season. So it will be paid membership only. It's £5. And what the benefits for that are is you get the 2 chances for hospitality as you do for subscribers. We do 3 Christmas hampers, and that'll be a draw with all members. You get a priority and any OSC events. You get a monthly newsletter. And also we're adding in this year, we're doing bi-monthly prize for members. So as I said earlier, we do a bi-monthly prize for subscribers. So in those alternate months, we'll do a membership draw. So and we're doing that, and it could be anything. It could be vouchers, it could be tickets, it could be anything. So we're going to put that in there as well. So yes, so that's going to go live hopefully on Wednesday. We're hopefully going to get the problem with the payment sorted. If not, again, we will ask you to email in and we will send you the bank transfer details on that. One other thing for me, we were doing raffle for our player shirts for the Prospect. I'm just trying to find it. Sorry. For our player shirts for Prospect. We've done 5 of those. The traction seems to have dwindled a bit. So what we're going to do is do some on eBay. So we'll do a proper auction for these. And the first one we've done is this one, Mr. Palmer. We will get the P sorted. It is falling off, but we will get that sorted. So we've put this on eBay. If you go onto our socials, you'll find the link. It has got genuine Nigel Easy County Ground dirt on there. It's filthy, absolutely filthy. Don't know how, but it is filthy. I didn't say that, did I? But yes, it is filthy. It is filthy. So Ollie Palmer's is on eBay at the moment, and we're just going to see what traction we get with that, because we want to get as much money as we can for Prospect. So we're looking at the different options, and we've got a lot more of them to do. So it might be that we do one on each. We'll do one on raffle and one on eBay. So watch this space, but that one is already on there at the moment. And just a link into Prospect, it was their Starlight Walk on Saturday, and it went very well. I took part in it, and it was a lovely occasion, really lovely. And they've raised lots of money for that as well, so that was nice.
Yeah, brilliant. Congratulations.
We end our association with them as a charity partner on Wednesday, well, tomorrow really, and our new charity, the Night Shelter, comes in, which we've already got pin badges for, so they will go up in the shop as well. So if you're a collector of pin badges, please have a look in the shop, and we'll get those released for sale as well. So lots of things going on.
Yeah, and I think it's fair to say.
I
think it's fair to say we have raised a lot of money for Prospect over the 12 months. It'd be nice to actually issue a final figure, but of course that final figure gets bigger whenever we get money for the shirt. So, but I think we've gone past the figure that we raised for Derby Rimmer a couple of years back, which was 12,500.
Yeah,
so we've gone past that.
Yeah, we've gone past that now. So once we've done all the shirts, which will be a couple of months because you have to do them piece by piece. So we will have that still association, but hopefully, fingers crossed, we will hit the 15,000 mark on it. But here's hoping, which will be lovely.
So thank you very much indeed for all your contributions. It's been fabulous.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
For such a wonderful cause as well, so we really appreciate it. And I think we all remember that walk, don't we? That when they all came and sat on the Stratton Bank, and it was a great sort of moment to see them all on the Stratton Bank. So that was fantastic. And Nick says, Can you put the shirt size as well when listing on eBay, please?
Yes, I did. I put extra large. It wouldn't take it.
No.
But I will put it in the description.
Yeah.
You've got set questions on eBay. I'm a novice on this. You've got set questions of brand and all this, and it says size, and I clicked on extra large, and it just wouldn't take it. So I'll go in and amend it and put it in the description. Thanks, Nick, for that.
Just a reminder of the question. Just a reminder of the question then, and don't forget you can email in admin@stfc-osc.com, and this will be for a pair of tickets for Saturday's friendly against Swindon Supermarine at the Imagine Cruising Stadium, the formerly Webswood Stadium. What is the capacity of said ground? And if you're within, I don't know, well, we'll see. Who's the closest? Probably would be. We're not going to be in. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it'd be the closest to the figure we've been given.
Yes. So, what is the capacity of the Imagine Cruising Stadium? admin@stfc-osc.com, and we'll pick a winner tomorrow by random number generator.
We certainly will. So it's over to you. What do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about World Cup? Do you want to talk about pre-season? Any questions? Any suggestions? What we can do as a OSC next season? Anything. It's all open to whoever wants to say anything. It's over to you.
Yeah, really? And sorry about Scotland. You could just briefly see the Scottish flag just behind you.
Yes,
obviously,
I will see it. Really bit.
There we are then.
Obviously, one last time.
Yeah.
One last time.
Yeah, there you go. They're out. They're probably home by now. Steve Clarke has resigned as manager of Scotland. Yeah. So it'll be an interesting one to see what happens there. And on the subject of the World Cup, if you are watching or don't want to know the scoreline in the Japan-Brazil game at this moment, I don't know, run out the front door or something. So I'll give it in 30 seconds or so. Japan are playing Brazil. Last night it was South Africa against Canada. Canada going through with a very late goal in not one of the most thrilling matches you'll ever see, but it was a late goal for Canada that put them into the last 16. England, of course, are playing on Wednesday evening at 5 p.m. tough for a lot of people because they'll be at work or coming home from work and all that kind of stuff. But it's 5 p.m. against the Democratic Republic of Congo, who were formerly Zaire in 1974, played in the 1974 World Cup. And you might remember that great moment where Brazil had a free kick outside the penalty area, and the Zaire defender took it upon himself to go and kick the ball at the other end of the pitch before the free kick was taken. And I think he was sent off for it. So you might remember that incident from 1974. So they're playing Congo on Wednesday at 5 o'clock. Currently, it is Brazil 0, Japan 1 on 55 minutes. So Japan scoring in the first half. And they're quite a team, I think, Japan. But Brazil are attacking, trying desperately, of course, to get a goal back. They're managed by Carlo Ancelotti. So that's the current state of play in that World Cup match, the match of the last 32, as Brazil have just equalised. So it's now 1 apiece. So there you go. That's the latest.
And if you didn't know to know the score, he didn't give you much
we're just doing that.
time to get
Sorry.
Out the door again, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you want to talk about? We're open to anything. Thanks, Mark. Mark, give him a bit of time. Look, Mark Godfrey. He's godly sorry. He's just said it's 1-1. So, yeah. But so how are you finding the World Cup, Vic?
It's long. I think it's fair to say. And I think the time difference doesn't make a lot, it doesn't help, does it? Because I think if England get through, their next match is at 1 a.m. in the morning. So that won't be great either. So, it might be a VAR here for Brazil's equaliser. So we'll wait and see. Anyway, I am finding it quite long, and they're the various times, aren't they? And we'll see. But England didn't play very well in the first half on Saturday. So let's see how they get on Wednesday against Congo. It'll be a tough game because I think all the African nations are sort of suddenly proving that they're decent teams. So we'll find out on Wednesday just how good they are.
Excellent. So what is everybody else thinking of the World Cup? Have they got any favourites that they think is going to go through based on performances so far? What's your expectations for them? So, and we've had a question from Mark again. As for SJC, what are your genuine expectations this coming season? I'm always very positive. I think if we get off to a good start, then hopefully we've got the players and anybody new coming in to actually sustain that. And it's this thing about loan players, isn't it? It's what you've got to think. How many loan players are we going to have? It's always the way. They do well, they go in January, and then you're back to square one of trying to find replacements. So I think it's start well, and not too many loan players, maybe loan players that can boost the squad a bit, but not be the main focus. But hope. I'm very positive. Vic, your expectations?
Well, we were accused of being a bit negative on Thursday when we did the fixtures program. I'm not really sure. We weren't really being negative. It stands, by the way. It's 1 apiece against Japan for Brazil. I think you're right about the loan players. I think we've seen to our cost, have we not, that loan players have come in at the start of the season, had really good first halves of the campaign, and then, of course, they're taken back by their parent club and then either sold on or loaned out somewhere else. So you have to be very careful with getting to know the loan players. Finley Monroe, of course, the classic example last season. Off he went to Middlesbrough. They've signed 2 midfield players and a defender so far. We'll see what happens in the remaining few weeks of the transfer window. It's always an unsettling time with the season starting on the 15th in the league. You have to wait 15 or so days for that transfer window to shut, don't you? So you don't know where you are really until the end of August.
And a lot of players' contracts don't finish until tomorrow, do they? So it's usually the 30th of June. Yeah. So because I know some of them have said they're signing but can't make it signed until after they finish. So
yeah, the 30th of June
So
is
we'll
always
see.
they'll still sit by their phones, I suggest, until the end of the 30th of June, and then they'll take the best offer available to them. And why wouldn't you? I see Joe Tomlinson's gone to Cheltenham today, hasn't he? He's signed for
Happened.
Cheltenham, gone up the road. And there's speculation that Pierre Sweeney,
Yeah.
who was once with us for about 3 days, he's going to Cheltenham as well, having ended his association with Exeter City.
That was,
Yeah.
that was confirmed this morning as well. So
Yeah. So he's off to Wadley
Yeah.
Road as well. So we'll see. All we can do is speculate, really.
I think this is it, isn't it? It is that time of year, isn't it? It's get the 30th of June out, then everybody can start sort of then looking at their phones and picking where they go. I did see, and I can't for the life of me remember, I think it was on the Adver site, that Harrison Minton's not returned to pre-season with us. So I don't know. The club haven't confirmed that. There's no official thing, but I have seen on some socials that Harrison hasn't returned to pre-season and that he's looking for somewhere else, which is such a shame. He's a lovely lad, but yeah, I don't know if he thought he wouldn't get anything here, so he's got to look further afield. So yeah,
I think he's been given. He was given a couple of awards at the end of last season, wasn't he, for his work in the community?
Yeah.
I think the football club's end of season dinner, he got an award for the Community Player of the Year, and I think he was also given one by the Football League. So he's done an awful lot with the community. So,
yeah, he does a lot over at Foundation Park as well. So they will miss him a lot as well. So we just had a question. Looking forward to seeing you both next season. Any news on the PA system? I have been told that it has been revamped and a lot of money spent on it. I'm not sure what they did with it or whatever, but touch wood, it will be a lot better next season. But proof is in the pudding, isn't it? It's getting the people in the seats to see how it works. So yes, but work has been done on it. I can say that.
You might also remember that the fans forum with the Roll of Honour at the end of last season, the club said that they would repeat it for the first home game of this campaign. So,
yeah,
as you know, it wasn't a great experience. We were very disappointed with the way it went because the Chesterfield fans were chanting, but to be fair to them, we don't think they could hear what was being said. So with a bit of luck, we can get it sorted and it will be done on the opening day of the home league season, which let's have a look. That is against Cheltenham, oddly enough.
Yeah.
On the 22nd of August.
I've got a suggestion, and this is open to anybody, what anybody else thinks, and we can certainly take it to the club if they think this. Why don't we do it? Because at the end of the season, everything is so busy. Everything is going on. Why don't we do it at the end of the year? Our last game of the year, and it's everybody who's passed away within that year. A lot of other clubs do that, and I don't know if it's something.
That would be on the 29th of December, which is Exeter at home. So certainly put that to the club.
I just think but I just think it's because the end of season is it's so busy, so sort of high level and everything like that. Everything's going on. Why not move it when you've got more time and you can do it that way? Be interesting to see what people's thoughts on that are. And it is something we could take to the club and ask them if they would consider moving it. But that's just my opinion.
I was always very proud that Swindon were the first club to do it. I don't recall ever being
right,
done
okay.
anywhere
I
else.
didn't realise that.
Yeah, and
Didn't realise
they were the ones who started it, and I thought that was always great. So it is one of the two cornerstones, as far as I'm concerned. You've got the Remembrance Day, and you've got the Roll of Honour. Those are the two very important days, I think. Did you do this question from Mark Godley? Did you do this one? It's strange that even before a ball is kicked. Did you do that one?
No.
Okay. It's strange that even before a ball is kicked, I'm feeling that it may be a difficult season. I hope I'm wrong because I'm a bit bored of watching League Two football and want us to get out of this league. So do we all, Mark. So do we all. I think we all want that, don't we? And I can't I can't say strongly enough how much we all want to get out of that league. I think there's not a Swindon fan alive who doesn't want to be in League Two anymore. Because the problem is there's a whole generation of fans, that's all they've known. Because the one season we had in League One was during COVID. And that was, well, a bit of a disaster, but we're all sat watching it on little laptops. So, it wasn't really a season at all, was it? So we'd all desperately want to get out. And Mark says quite like the idea of an end of calendar year mention. So we'll see. We'll see what the club say about that.
Yeah, we can certainly take it. We have got a meeting on Wednesday to look at our planning table for next season, which includes all the events that we help with and our events that we need club support with. So we can certainly bring it up at that as an idea. I just think it takes the pressure off a bit of everything. So, but we can do that.
Just a reminder, we should be joined around just a reminder, they're around about 7:45. We should be joined by Bobby Wilkinson, who's the manager of Swindon Supermarine, as they look ahead to a new season in Southern League Division 1 South. We'll talk about new players, etc. And the pitch, the work they've done on the pitch there at the Imagine Cruising Stadium. What is the capacity of said stadium? If you know the answer to that, admin@stfc-osc.com, and you might win a pair of tickets for Saturday's friendly against Swindon Supermarine.
Okay, so we've got a question from Nick. Are we happy with the new management structure? I think we needed some new blood. Okay, we'll open that up to everybody, see what everybody thinks. There's lots of people saying that they like the idea of the end of season, so we will certainly put that in. Any thoughts on when we are likely to see the redevelopment revote, guys? No, is the answer. I'm not sure. I don't want to say it was in my head that I think it will be, because that's not right. We have got an advisory meeting next week. Sorry, the week up. No, what are we in now? It's next week. So we should be a bit clearer then with where we are with it and when it's likely to be done. Because I'm sure there'll be a joint venture meeting happening as well at some point. Oh, hang on. I've got one here for you, Vic.
No.
As a travel consultant, Vic, any recommendations on 3 or 4 nights in Devon in July? Beach, close ideally, with restaurants.
Ooh, well, there's the traditional places like Exmouth, Sidmouth, Paignton, Torbay, you name them, there's lots of them. So, or you can stay a little bit away from the beach, go on to Dartmoor, places like that. But if you want to be by a beach, then certainly Exmouth, East Devon, Budley Salterton. Budley Salterton's a pebbly beach. So, that might not be to your liking, but Sandy Beach at Exmouth, Sidmouth, but be careful of, how can I put this, slipping rocks, because there's been a lot of erosion in Devon recently, one thing and another. So, but Exmouth is always a nice place to go. There's plenty to do. There's plenty of bars, plenty of restaurants, things like that. So, enjoy your time. And hopefully, I don't know when you're going, but in July, but the weather is supposed to get warmer again next week, isn't it? So we'll see.
Thank you, Vic. Roy, take that in consideration and feedback where you managed to go.
Yeah, don't. If
Another
it's not
question
very
here,
good, by the
what
way, if it's not very good, don't blame me. It's not my fault.
We've got a question here from Mark. What about memory wall or something like that? Yep, we have looked at this, and I've got a suggestion to take to the club on Wednesday. And if I could find where the thing is, I'll show you. 2 seconds, Vic, take over.
Yeah, will do. Don't forget then, what's the capacity of the Imagine Cruising Stadium? Admin at stfc-osc.com, and you can win a pair of tickets for the Supermarine game on Saturday afternoon. Kick-off at noon kick-off, and that's the first friendly of the brand new season. So there we are.
Okay, so again, an idea that I want to put to the club and see what people think of this. They may well be doing other things that may take a while to do, but this is something that I think is easy. We did have the silhouettes, but I think they would be a bit too expensive for a lot of people to do in memory of somebody. So what I'm looking at is, and I don't know if you can see these, they're little metal birds, little metal robins. It won't have that bit on it, it'll just be that. And different sizes, and they could be engraved with your memories. Have a inside or outside, I don't know, a wall, and have these put on there. Have a perspex front to it or something, and you could have in loving memory of or anything like that on them. There's this example as well, these kind of things that can be engraved. So it's something, and it's finding somebody that will be able to do them. So if anybody knows somebody who can do metal work and do shapes, what we'd like is sort of like 3 sizes of this kind of thing, and then you can choose which one you want, and we'll have them displayed in a, I want to say a cabinet, but it's not a cabinet, you know what I mean. It'll be a long piece of board with perspex at the front and have the robins in there with the engravements on there. That's the idea in my head. But I've seen it up at the hospital at GWH. They've got leaves with all different size and colour leaves engraved. So it come from there. So, but that's another idea. But if anybody's got anything other than that they want, this is what we're looking at. We want your ideas. We're a committee of 6. We can think of things, but it's always nice to get it out there. And what do you want? What do you want us to look at? So please let us know. But that's something I will be taking to the club as well to see if we can do. So
yeah,
yes.
and many
so I hope that answers your question.
Many clubs do have memory walls, don't they? And you know, you've seen those stands that have got bricks in them, and they've got the names of the people that they want to remember. Bricks, and they've got them on the ground. Chesterfield have got a nice memory wall as well as you walk around their new stadium.
Yeah. They've got a memory garden, haven't they?
Yes, they have. Yeah, so it's very nice.
Yes, there's lots of things that you can do. So yeah. So a comment from Mark. I don't know if you've got this, Vic. Was surprised to see that Gav Deming getting another promotion. Surely new faces bringing in new and fresh ideas would be helpful. It feels like jobs for the boys. I don't wish to sound unkind, but rehashing what's already been done doesn't seem to demonstrate a real urgency in getting out of this league. Okay. Yeah, I don't think once Marcus has gone, I don't think there was much surprise that Gav would get the job. So, but let's see how it goes, really.
Yeah.
We've got one here from Roy. Let's send. Apologies if not already covered as I joined late. What do you think of Callum's departure? It does seem job for the boys. We're looking at this job for the boys comment. Given the vacancy wasn't advertised and went to an ex-colleague of the club secretary. Okay, I don't know the ins and outs of it. I thought it was advertised. I can't speak to why Callum left or anything like that. And I didn't know that it was an ex-colleague of the club secretary. So that's all new to me. But we are going to meet him on Wednesday. So we'll see how we can work with him and everything as well. So
I think one thing we would all agree on is communication, isn't it? We'd all love communication.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that we need to talk to them about and be serious about, because communicating with your supporters is an essential part of it, I suspect. So let's see what we get on with on Wednesday when we meet him for the first time.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got a question from Sarah. Can we expect another rise to SAS travel prices this season? If so, will the committee members, such as yourself, forego your usual subsidised rates to allow us commoners to benefit from a lower price? I'm not sure what you mean there, Sarah. And I think this is Sarah, somebody calling them Sarah, who was talking a couple of weeks ago. Committee members, it's not, SAS isn't run by the committee. SAS is run by Sarah and Mark, Sarah, what's your name? Laura and Mark Sharp. So I'm not sure. We get discount, because last year SAS did give OSC members and season ticket holders discount. This year it's just going to be season ticket holders, but we don't get subsidised rates. So I think this is another one that's just trying to wind everybody up. So
yeah,
we'll just forget that one a minute.
Yeah, you kind of wound us up about free tickets last time. We don't get free tickets. We don't get anything, basically. Yeah. Don't even get a parking space. What else do you want me to say?
All right. Okay, but Kevin, could the memorial wall be built around the fan zone, around the Don Rogers statue? That has been one of the suggestions. But of course, memorial walls take a lot of time to get into progress. So we'll see what goes on with that. I'm just looking for a quick and easy one that we could start with. Okay, Sarah, I don't think your name's Sarah, but I'm just going to ignore all your comments now. So please don't keep sending things in. And I'm just a good job you're on YouTube and not everybody can see them. So there we go. We're not going to bother with that. So if anybody's got anything sensible to say, then please let us know. What do you want to talk about?
Well, we should be joined very shortly by Bobby Wilkinson with a bit of luck. He's just got back from his holes, and we're very grateful that he is taking time. He should literally be walking through the door now and hopefully joining us in the next 5 minutes or so. Still one apiece in the Brazil-Japan game, should you be remotely interested in that. So a tight game between Brazil and Japan, who are playing very well. So we have just a few weeks to go now before the start of the brand new season. It only seems 5 minutes ago since we started the last one. So the August fixtures for you: Cardiff City away on the 8th of August in the League Cup. Then Northampton at home away Northampton on the 15th. 22nd, we're at home to Cheltenham, and then away to Oldham on the 29th, which is around about the same time last year that we played them, I think, wasn't it? Right at the beginning of the season. So a long trip to Oldham, not a long trip to Northampton, and a home game against Cheltenham. And not too long ago, away to Cardiff either, across the bridge to that very nice stadium.
We've got Bobby here, Vic, so I'm going to bring Bobby on now, okay?
Brilliant, okay. Hello.
How are you?
Well,
Hiya.
how are,
Thanks for
how are
joining
you?
us.
I'm very well, thank you.
I mean, you've literally walked through the front door, haven't you? Is
I
that
haven't
right?
even got. Yeah, I haven't even got my suitcases out the car. I didn't want to let you down.
Well, you certainly
Obviously.
haven't. Can you reveal where you've been on holes?
You do the talk.
Just went to Lanzarote with the family.
Very nice too. Because I think you're back in pre-season training tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah, we are. I'm really looking forward to it. It's been a brilliant end of season for us. So yeah, we're looking forward to it now.
Yeah, and I think the difference between now and 12 months ago is the fact you've managed to retain some players and add new players to the ones that you've retained.
Well, yeah, I came in quite late last year, didn't I? So, yeah, I'm really pleased with what we've kept. We've kept the quality that we wanted to keep, and then we brought in some real good quality as well. Now we know the league and what we're up against. Yeah, it's going to be an exciting season, hopefully.
Yeah, starting on Saturday, of course, against Swindon Town. It's a traditional opener. What sort of condition will your players be in? Because obviously they're not full-time. So how fit would they be going into that game?
Well, some of them have been doing some one-on-ones, and we sent out a program 2 weeks ago to them to start getting ready. Lucky enough, we got an extra training session this week before the Swindon game because I didn't have that last year either. And lucky enough, we know most of the boys now, so we sort of know what we're going with straight away, and everyone will get 45 minutes. And what a fantastic opportunity to be playing a fantastic side on Saturday.
What do you get out of it as a manager? What are you looking for?
Well, straight away it's fitness, and straight away to come against a professional team in Swindon against a great manager there. We might learn something. We might find something out about our players. It's brilliant for our football club, and it's brilliant that Swindon do this every year. So something we're really looking forward to.
Now, in terms of the club itself, I mean, I know Jez Webb is sort of taking, he's looking to take a step back, but there is still going to be some stability because I believe he's staying on as a director. So I think, the club itself is in a stable position, isn't it?
Well, I fell in love with the club last year. It's a fantastic club with fantastic volunteers and board members, and everyone wears their heart on their sleeve on and off the pitch. And a lot of people off the pitch deserve a hell of a lot of credit for what they do. I was really pleased with how everyone tried to, work extremely hard off the pitch as well as on it last year, because it was always going to be a difficult season from a relegation. But Jez has been first class from day one, still is first class. We speak regular. All the board members have been brilliant. Everyone has worked extremely hard off season this year, which has impressed me because I do set my own standards, even with that side of the game as well. Everyone's got to push in the right direction to bring success to this football club.
And that's also been on the pitch, but not with the players, but with the work being put in on the pitch. Is that right?
Yeah, we got a new groundsman, Bob, and his family, and there's been 1 or 2 volunteers going there to help out. The pitch is looking in fantastic condition, which is a big credit to them. That's what I'm on about, the volunteers. The ground's looking really good. Everyone's doing extra work around the facilities. But the pitch, when I was up there 2 weeks ago, looked in unbelievable condition for this stage of the season. So, everyone deserves that credit. And Swindon are coming to us this week, which with the pitch will be really nice.
I mean, I think you had a few games postponed last year, didn't you, between November and February? It was a particularly wet winter, so a lot of clubs had a lot of problems. But presumably, those are the sorts of things you don't want to happen again this time round.
Yeah, that was a real issue for us last year. We played it down quite a lot in the end because, you can't dwell on the past, can you? You just got to live with it. And one thing we've always decided, let's not moan, let's just try to be better next time. And but to have 7 games called off, killed the momentum, because at one stage we were 8th in the league. Not many people talk about that now. And then our momentum just completely stopped. And then, we had a game in November the 10th, I think it was, and then didn't get back on our own pitch till January the 10th or 14th, whatever it was, 1 or 2 days out or whatever it was. So momentum really shifted for us then, and then we dropped really week in, week out. So that's why I thought my boys deserve a lot of credit for how we turned it around in difficult situation.
12th in the league. I think you finished last season.
Yeah.
So 50 points. I mean, presumably every manager wants to improve on the season before. So what are your realistic aims this time round, would you say?
I never set myself a target like that because you're easily shot down in football. But in my own head, my second and third season at any football club I've been to has been very successful. So can we do the same again? The quality of players we've got, but my biggest achievement this summer is we signed quality people, and I thought that was really important at this football club, especially for the way the chairman and the board deserve, want that sort of standards around the football club. So we've signed good people, but good footballers as well, with a lot of flair, a lot of energy. So could we be better than last year? Listen, we know what we want to do, but we'll keep it in house if that's okay.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. What do you look for in a player then? What's your ideal player?
I like someone with energy, someone who move the ball quick and fast, and I like players that can attack one-on-ones. So that's why we've signed two unbelievable wingers. We bought one or two extra players back from who used to be at the football club. So we needed a bit more power. We needed a little bit more experience because we were very, very young last year, as you know, in a real physical demanding league with the travelling, and it's going to be even harder this year. So with the four clubs coming into it from a league above, likes the Weymouth, my ex-club, and Tiverton and stuff like that. So yeah, it's about players that know how to play this league as well, and that we're very fortunate we've ended up signing some good players that have come to play for us, not the budget, because we don't have the best budget in the league. Everyone knows that. We're near the bottom, but that's football. We've had to do some wheeling and dealing, and that's been quite enjoyable. But these lads have signed to come and help this football club bring success back.
What's it like having a break? I mean, apart from being pestered by people like me trying to get you on this panel on a Monday night, what do you manage to switch off completely, or is it still going on whilst you're there?
No, I didn't switch off until 10 days ago. You can't as a football manager. The 6 weeks is the most important 6 weeks when the season finishes. So season finished April the 25th. I was meeting players April the 28th. That's why we announced, I think it was 19 players. We still got two more to announce actually, but we announced 19 players quite quickly because I like to go and meet them all face to face. I like to do it professional. Then I'll go and make sure all the facilities are ready to go and getting all the bookings in, going to meet the players one-on-ones, went to a few of their houses. And then I have 10 days off from a holiday where I don't actually answer my phone. I never used to do that, but I try now to switch off for my wife and my three kids, and my mum and dad came with us as well. So you don't switch off. Off season is actually the hardest part of a manager.
Interesting, because most people think, well, you got a game Tuesday, Saturday, and that's draining. But from what you're saying, the really hard work is done in the bit between the end of the season and the start of the next one.
Yeah, I don't know where this has come from over the years. People think you're there 3-4 days a week. No, as a manager, we are literally 24 hours a day. We train on a Monday, then I'm at a game on a Tuesday and a Wednesday, back training Thursday. Then you're prepping all your details and watching all your videos on the Friday, and then we're traveling 12 to 14 hours a day on a Saturday, and then on the Sunday morning, I have a management meeting most Sundays. Ring all my players that don't play on a Sunday to see how they are, because I think that's important, and injured players, and then you start prepping for Monday night's training. I think people think we turn up and just lay out a few codes, us coaches and stuff like that, which is, well, I'll be up the ground on Monday. Well, it's Tuesday and Thursday during pre-season, but I normally get to the ground between 1 and 2 o'clock and start prepping, watching videos, watching everything we need to watch on the opposition we're playing.
Yeah, amazing, really. I mean, the amount of work that goes in. I think people always focus on Football League level, and obviously at the World Cup at the minute, they're looking at the international coaches. But anything below that, they kind of forget all the hard work that goes in at a club like Swindon Supermarine, which is extraordinary. And you've already mentioned the people who work behind the scenes. And is that, I mean, people use the phrase proper football. Is it, would you say that's proper and pure football at that level?
Yeah, this is proper football because, like I said there, everyone knows how busy we are, what we do. But for me, everyone deserves the credit at these football clubs. who do it voluntary, and and they're volunteers, and I don't think it gets recognised enough. I always make sure I send out messages to all these volunteers. They will tell you that. I've done that at any football club I've been at, Weymouth, Wealdstone, all these football clubs I've been at. Nothing's ever changed because I see firsthand what they do and what they sacrifice, and without them these football clubs don't run. And I think that's, people deserve a lot more credit. I'm not just talking our football club, by the way. Every football club, even at the pro clubs, you have a lot of volunteers. I don't think it gets recognised enough, but because I'm so experienced and been around the game now 20 years, I've seen it firsthand. And I'll be honest, I've met some fantastic, wonderful people. I'm still in contact with all the ex clubs I've been at, and this football club is just a bit more special in what they do volunteer, because it's Swindon's in a hard place to get to, and all these people still get there week in, week out, and these supporters and and these volunteers, we couldn't do it without.
You've got amazing facilities there, haven't you, with the dome and everything? I mean, it's a manager's dream to have that kind of infrastructure, isn't it?
Yeah, it was one of the reasons when I sat down with Jez and a gentleman called Martin. I've known Jez for many years, and we've never worked together because I've always been higher and stuff like that. But when I went and walked around the facilities with him, even though I've been to the ground, but you still don't see what's behind. And I said this to Jez even 4 weeks ago, we need to advertise it even more, because the facilities, what he's built there, are just phenomenal. When you tell people about it, you still can't really explain it. So I think the reason I signed 5 or 6 of these players, I got them up to the ground, showed them the facilities, walked around the facilities, spent an hour and a half, 2 hours with some of them, and it blows them away. It still blows me away. I'm lucky, fortunate enough to be managing at these facilities, which is brilliant. But it does give the opposition a little bit of a boost when they turn up.
Yeah, I'm sure it does, because some non-league grounds, it's not quite the same, is it?
No, it's not.
No. Have you managed to keep an eye on the World Cup whilst away? I'm sure you've been to a bar or two and looked on the big screens, haven't you?
Yeah, I won't lie. I've been watching the football. Me and my dad and my 2 sons. I've made sure we've watched most games, and then my wife and daughter come and watch maybe one game. But apart from watching England, I've actually quite enjoyed it. Found it frustrating watching England, but that's us typical English fans, isn't it? But no, it's been good. It's starting to get entertaining now, isn't it? Because now it's knockout stages. So it's something I look forward to, because sometimes you can learn something as well.
That was going to be my next question. Do you pick up, free kicks, things like that, and manage to pieces of play? Do you look at that and think, well, hang on a minute, that's quite good, I might use that?
Yeah, I'm a little bit sad because I record most games. Like I was recording Barcelona a few times last season and PSG, and then I'll forward it, rewind it, have a little look, see set play, see what you can do. I've done that for many years. You just never know, because a lot of us managers, yes, I know I've done all my badges and I've worked with some unbelievable people, but you still, looking at it on the eye, you can still learn every single day, and I love learning every single day.
Because I bet you bottom dollar a lot of your opposition managers will have been doing the same.
Well, yes, the good managers do. Yeah, a lot of us managers, we work extremely hard that people don't see. And like, if you want to be better, you still got to study and learn the game more. So that won't never stop, especially in my world. What other managers do, hopefully, as long as they, enjoy their football, I let them do what they got to do.
So once you've stopped chatting to me, a cup of tea, get your suitcases in. You're not then going to go start looking at videos in preparation for tomorrow, are you?
No, but what I have to do is I've got a meeting with my 2 management team. We got to start preparing, send out messages what training is about tomorrow, and I've had about 7 or 8 phone calls on the way home from players. So I've got a couple of hours work to do, to be fair, and I can't wait to get back to it.
Wow. Extraordinary. And then we thought after a game, you go home, have your dinner, put your feet up, all that kind of stuff.
Well, I haven't lied to you. I do need a cup of tea. That's something I definitely need, and I need to get my suitcases out of the car.
Do it before it gets dark, etc.
I've got all my clothes here. I've just thrown on my Swindon Supermarine top because I've got to represent my club right. But yeah, but thank you so much for allowing me to come on an unbelievable show. That I think you're all fantastic.
Well, thank you very much indeed. So Saturday midday, of course,
yes,
because Swindon are then flying off to Spain. What do you hope? Results don't really matter, do they, or do they?
Yeah, I want to beat them. They beat
Yeah,
me
fair
last
enough.
year, but
Yeah.
I know that's very going to be hard to do. But I just appreciate Swindon coming and Ian coming again when they're flying away, because it's so important to this football club that we get that. And I really hope the Swindon fans, they were brilliant last year, come and watch, and our fans come and watch, because it was such an entertaining game last year, and you get to see new players. My fans will get to see new players, and Swindon fans will get to see them before they fly away. So I really hope everyone comes out. It's a 12 o'clock kickoff, and to be fair, I really hope the Swindon fans come and support us, because we need our help this year, you know, with budget and stuff like that, and they come and help us, and it goes towards the first team and the volunteers to try and help us, help the ground and players and stuff like that. So whatever they can do to help us as a local club would just be fantastic.
Yeah, I know that when Swindon are away, a lot of town fans do come and watch
Yeah.
Supermarine if you're at home. So that's always good to know. Bobby, I'm going to let you go and get your suitcases in now, if that's okay.
No
Thank
problem.
you. Thank you so much for joining us. And having been on the M25 today, I'm sure that was quite a test to get back in time. So appreciate
Yeah,
it.
it was. No, thank you so much for allowing me to come on again. I look forward to speaking to you again, everyone.
Yeah, we'll see you Saturday and we'll catch up
We'll
this
see you
season.
Yeah, see you Saturday. Yeah, take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Brilliant.
Bye.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Bobby.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Cheers. How brilliant is that?
Yeah, fantastic.
Oh, he's still there.
So,
Oh, is he gone? Yeah.
we've had a message from David Wallace, and David
Yes.
Wallace is a friend of the OSC, and he's an author, and he has got a book out, and it's going to be, and I'm just going to make sure that I get the title of it right. So it's Swindon Town's Journey to the Premier League. So he's got a launch date now of October, and it's going to be in Waterstones and have a signing event as well. So we will keep everybody informed on that. So nearer the times and dates and things, so that you can go and pick up your book from David and get it signed at the same time in Waterstones. So well done, David.
Yeah, he did the Macari Years was his last book, wasn't it? Which was very well received. So this we're all looking forward to reading. By the way, there's been another goal in the Japan-Brazil game. So you got 13 seconds or so. Brazil, 2-1 Brazil. That's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Michael, I don't understand your question. Thomas at Cheltenham.
I think he's recommending Thomas at Cheltenham because he says also another centre half would be great, accompanied by a pack winger.
Ah, right. Okay. Yeah, Pacey. Sorry, I'm
Pacey. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay. So all good. It's been a bit different this evening. Thank you for all your ideas and comments. There's a couple we will take to the meeting on Wednesday. And please get your answers to your questions in for the tickets to Supermarine, and we will announce that on tomorrow morning and socials at 9 o'clock. But again, we're here for you. We're here for the fans. So, and as I keep saying, there's 6 of us. There's a hell of a lot of you. So please, if there's anything that you would like to see us doing, anything you think we ought to be doing more of in the community, or anything like that, please let us know. We're open to any suggestions, which we will discuss as a committee, and then feedback and everything like that. So
yeah, and we're really indebted to Bobby Wilkinson because he literally got off the plane, came through the passport control, got in his car, drove along the M25, got to his house, and literally ran through the front door without getting his suitcases in. So bless him for that, and we'll see him on Saturday at Supermarine. Yeah,
and he seems a very well educated manager, doesn't he? So he I don't mean educated in that way, but he knows the ins and outs of what he should be doing and everything, and he's doing it the right way. So we look forward to seeing them on Saturday.
Yeah, and we wish Supermarine well because they've had a bit of a bumpy time of it of late, but let's hope they can get back to where they were a couple of years ago. So that'd be really good to see them progress further this season. Sounds like you've got some good players coming in, so hopefully that'll be the bedrock for Supermarine to have a good season.
Yeah. So thank you everybody for tuning in. We will see you next Monday after the Super Marine Games. So we'll be reviewing that. And yeah, thank you very much. Thank you to Bobby for joining us. Thank you, Vic. And if anybody's got a chance to BBC Wiltshire, Ray and Andy from the committee were on Radio Wiltshire earlier on Marie Inge's show, just talking about the OSC and Swindon in general. So if you can get that back on iPlayer or whatever, just have a listen to that, just things that we do and things. So yeah, so keep an eye on socials. I have had a few people who have asked for our bank transfer details, which I've sent. So thank you for those. And look out for membership coming in the next couple of days.
And don't forget that question. What is the capacity of the Imagine Cruising Stadium? Put an email there, admin@stfc-ose.com. A pair of tickets is up for grabs.
There you go. And tune in to Falls Rushing at 9. They're on then. So have a good week, everybody. Hopefully it'll be a bit of a cooler week up until the weekend, and then it starts getting hotter again, I believe. But yeah, stay safe, and we will see you all soon. Good night.